10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the podcast from Doug Ground Up Productions with hosts Lady Miz and Ray. This is a universal platform, and there is nothing off limits. We talk about it all, and we keep it real. This is a no judgment zone, so come as you are. If you are a professional, entertainer, author, comedian, entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to get something off their chest, well, let your voice be heard here on From the Ground Up Productions. Sponsorship and other opportunities are available from the Ground Up Productions. Turning nothing into something. There's only one way to go from here. And now, here are your hosts, Lady Miz and Ray.
Yeah. What's up, people? Y'all already know what it is. There's only one way to go from here. Welcome to From the Ground Up Productions, where creators meet. I am your host, Lady Miz, and this is my co-host,
Ray, the silent assassin.
And y'all already know what it is. From the Ground Up Productions is a place where we love to bring on different creators. We love to have different topics and talk about various things and to educate our guests at the same time, okay? This platform is it's open not just for us, but also for our viewers to give their opinion, to state how they feel, put it in the comment section, call in. If we open up the phone lines, the whole 9 yards, y'all know we love to interact. Some of the things that we offer here on the show for people who may not know, you can advertise with us. So if you have something that you want to promote and you want to sponsor our show, that's something that we offer. And one of the things that we also offer to our guests that come on the show, because our new sponsor now is the owner of 10K Cards, and 10K Cards is a digital business card. This is a way for you to keep in touch with your fans, your followers, and the people who support you, and for them to be able to keep in touch with you. The beautiful thing about this digital business card is no more what's your number, what's your Instagram, all of your stuff is in one place. All of our guests get this card for free. That card costs $100. There is a next step up from that. But every guest that comes on our show, we give it to them for free. That's our way of saying thank you from us here on From the Ground Up Productions. We do birthday shout outs. So if you got a birthday, make sure you let us know and we will shout you out. You can promote again your music, whatever you're doing on our show. If you want, you can hit us up and we can give you the prices on that as well. We do artist spotlight, and the artist that won is from Salvation Records from last week. He's going to be coming back on the show. We chose him because he did a hell of a job with promoting himself, with coming on the show, and he was just so amazing with his promotion. We've seen the work and the effort that he put into what he do. So we wanted to bring him back on just to show our love to him. And we do giveaways sometime. Not all the time, but sometime. But you get all of that here on From the Ground Up Productions. And I do want to remind y'all that, excuse me, I do have my own potato chips out. It's called Boss Move Chips. And I now own the trademark to that. So give it up for me. Yes. I'm going to be coming out with more products, but Boss Move Chips, I did have them in various stores, and I'm working to get them in the big chain stores. So if you even want to order some, you can hit me up. I got 5 different flavors. That flavor that you just seen now is Sweet Hot Barbecue. It has my face on it. And y'all know we got our music, so we're going to play that real quick. And then we're going to get into our guests of today and tell them who our guest is.
Our guest is Essie Wilson.
Yes, and she's a dope female artist, hitting the game heavy, doing her thing. Y'all gonna love this sister because her music is dope. So I can't wait for y'all to meet her. But before we get into that, I do got to do my promos. Y'all already know, big shout out to La Picasso over there in Queens. My homie, we got a joint out called Riding. This is the remix. And then I also got a joint with Godson the Pharaoh over there in Detroit. That song is called Click Tight. Here's a quick little snippet. Let's go.
It's the remix. We going right in. Let's go. No shady biz. Picasso on the remix with Lady Miz. Don't hold back. Ride me like a crazy bitch. I pull your hair back. Come on your bare back. I love them freaky like where your underwear at. Keep on your pumps. I'm giving you what you want. Gotta be blunt. I grab him by the pussy like Donald Trump.
His mid-season can't stop the bleeding while y'all swinging. I'm bobbing, weaving, I can't be touched. I'm like a little angel, but the other side, straight demon. I hustle hard from the ground up, know how to get it. I don't kiss, but my shit tight, my click tight. 845, stand up.
Great minds. Everybody keep it solid here.
Okay. All right. So anyway, y'all know what it is. If you're not already, make sure y'all following us on all our social media platforms. Make sure you hit like and subscribe and all of that and share this live. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Without further ado, we bringing on the one and only
Essie Wilson.
Hey. How you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. You know, it's a Monday, but I still love Mondays.
I hear you.
So listen, very, very happy to have you on the show. Definitely got a chance to listen to your music. It is definitely amazing. I see you doing big things out there. For people who do not know you, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell people a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, guys, for having me. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Essie Wilson. I am a recording artist. So I work with Utility Entertainment, and we make really awesome, super unique music, some of which is already available for you guys to stream. And there's so much that people don't know about me. And I love having these opportunities with platforms like yours because it's easy for people to access the music, but the artist, not so much.
Yes.
So I'm so excited.
Nice. We're excited to have you here. So what we always love to do, first things first, okay, this is where creators meet, right? From the Ground Up Productions, but the whole thing is centered around creators such as yourself. And the art is important. We never want to ever lose sight of what's important, which is the art. And the art is the music. So I want to talk about the music first. But again, people always want to know a little background about you, how you got started, other things. We'll get into that. It is nothing crazy, but we want to start with what's more important, because I think a lot of times people we lose that in today's time. People, they just want to know, where was you at last night? Who was you with? They don't even care about the music. You know what I'm saying?
Did you eat?
So we care about the music. So we want to start with that. Why don't you give us a little history on when you got started, who influenced you? We could start there.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's funny because I feel like I've been singing my whole life. I can't remember my life without music. I sang as a little girl with my mom and my siblings. So family first, absolutely. Mm-hmm. And I started doing musical theater when I was 7. And the first musical I was in was Annie, which is like such a classic. So
I love Annie.
Right? Who doesn't? Everybody recognizes that one. And I just remember like from that first show, just being in love with like being on stage and having people watching. And then afterwards, people going, who was that little girl with that big voice? I liked the attention. I liked the lights, just everything involving the music and all of that. So that was really kind of where it began. After doing community theater for a couple years, then eventually I went to high school and I auditioned for the Philadelphia High School for Creative and Performing Arts. Which was super exciting. And I started as a theater major at Kappa. Then I went on to add dance and film. So I was like a triple major at that high school. Okay. And I was able to continue my dance training outside of school while, of course, in high school and taking classes and working alongside some really wonderful and amazing teachers. And it's something that's always been such a big part of me. I love to perform.
Nice. Okay, so you started young, but and you started with entertaining a very large crowd, because Annie, that's big. That's big, and everybody knows. I don't know anybody who don't know who Annie is. So everybody knows that. Yeah. So was that the moment where when you said, "Hey, listen, I want to really get into being an artist"? Was that the moment when you realized that, or did it like happen after the fact? Like, was it some time and something else happened?
Yeah, so it's funny because when I was a little girl, I always was like, I'm going to be on Broadway. You know, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I had these, you know, kind of like, this is where I'm going. And then I went to college. I got into a little bit more of like a business kind of side of things, started making money, got into marketing, sales a little bit. And music was always just like my escape. You know, like there's not a day that passes that I don't sing. It was really 2 years ago that I met Ant from Utility Entertainment. And he happened to hear me sing, and he said, you know, like, have you ever recorded music in a studio? And I was like, you know, like maybe a little bit here and there, you know, help a friend out, this and that type of thing. And he's like, well, I think you should come to my studio. You know, I make music. I'm a producer. I own a record label. And, you know, I want to see where this could potentially go. And I was like, all right, that sounds exciting. I remember going home that night and telling my mom, like, Mom, I met this like guy who said he owns a record label. I'm like, who knows? You know, I gave him my number. Maybe he'll call me. I guess we'll see. And Ant and I actually connected that week, and we started recording probably within the first 2 weeks that we'd known one another. You know, he was gracious enough to give me the opportunity to come to the studio and work with some of the people that create music with him and give me the opportunity to start recording.
Nice. I love that.
Now, the record label you on, is it more independent, or is it like one of the major record labels?
Yeah, so Utility Entertainment is a private label. And I am right now, as far as I know, the only artist signed to the label.
All right. So you getting all the attention. Good.
Right. Let's keep it that way now. We definitely stay busy.
Yes. Okay. All right. That's what's up. Let me give a couple of shout outs to some people is definitely showing you love. So big shout out to John Hall over there from Detroit. Big shout out to Bonnie Chambers. Big shout out to David. Big shout out to the Prophet Don. Oh, what's good? The Prophet Don over there on the West Coast. I see you. Grant Body P from the UK. I see you, my peoples. Big shout out to Tanya. Guys, make sure you follow. And you know what? I don't know why why do I keep going to Issa? And I don't know why. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. I'm so sorry. Make sure you follow her. Make sure you listen. We're going to play a clip of her song. I want you guys to check her out and follow her on Instagram. Because that was the one. So make sure y'all follow her on Instagram. And I'm sorry. Go back up because I know I missed a couple of people. Team Chemistry. That's my girl Michelle over there. Big shout out to y'all. And I'm sorry for anybody else that I missed. Poppy Fortune, everybody, big up to y'all. One of the things that I wanted to ask you, so you met with Utility Records, right? I want to make sure I say it right. I'm sorry. Yep. Okay, all right. Because I'll be messing up everybody's name. Okay, so you met with him and you started to record, and it just from there, was that the first, like your first song, the one that we have now that's out, or do y'all have other projects?
So we have a lot of music that we've been working on creating.
Okay.
And it's interesting because when we first started recording, we were kind of like still in the middle of the pandemic. So there wasn't really a lot of stuff going on. Like we certainly weren't doing like shows and things like that. Nobody was. They had just barely started opening up like restaurants and things like that again. So we took advantage of being able to spend a lot of that time creating what is now the content that we get to release strategically. Do Me Right was one of the first songs that we recorded. So Do Me Right is the single that's out right now, guys, with Essie Wilson. That's me. And JadaKiss. Super dope record. There's a amazing music video that goes with it. Marco did his thing on that. Our director, he was wonderful. We had a really wonderful stylist, Ro. She helped us out with that video. And Nina's one of our makeup artists. So it came together really beautifully. There are always so many people behind the scenes, right? But we just see that finished product. So Do Me Right was one of the first songs that we recorded.
Okay.
And there are 3 of my singles that are out right now on all major music platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube.
Oh, okay. All right. So you are growing a catalog. Got you. Okay. So JadaKiss, tell us how he became like a part of this joint that you got out now. Do me right. How did he become a part of that?
Yeah, well, one of the most amazing things about working with Ant and Utility Entertainment is that I don't have to do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. I just like show up and, have my hair done and sing. But a lot of that, was the strategic partnerships that, Ant puts so much time and effort into making happen. People like Ant and Doug and, so many wonderful people that just go above and beyond to make sure that anybody that touches any of our projects is of equal caliber in terms of the talent, the creativity, what they bring to the table. And JadaKiss is an artist that I have always looked up to and respected. So when the possibility of working with him on this track came along, I was super excited. And, just like, all right, cool. Let me know when it happens. I'll be there type of thing. And they sure did make it happen.
Right. I see that. So were you nervous at all? Working with Jada, because he is like somebody big in the game. Was it like, oh my God, like I'm here with JadaKiss, or was it just like, oh, whatever, I'm here with JadaKiss because I know who I am?
Right. I would say a little bit of both. I never really feel like I'm nervous. I feel like I'm excited. I feel like I'm looking forward to things. I always feel so blessed. It was definitely a really fun video to shoot. And I remember the first time that I heard the verses that he added to the song. And it was hard to picture the song without his part on it. I'm like, what did it sound like before? Like this is now complete, like he did his thing on there and it was just fire. So I remember hearing it and getting so excited and then having the opportunity to film the video with him. It definitely wasn't like a fangirl type moment because I'm an artist myself.
That's right.
I was excited to work with him. And I think one of the things that was super exciting for me about that whole experience was hearing his appreciation and respect and admiration for me. He was like really impressed with the shoot, the quality of my team, my talents, my abilities, our readiness to just be there and be present, just kind of vibe and go with the flow. So it was very affirming to have someone so well respected, so talented, be able to give me positive, supportive, and reaffirming feedback. Like, girl, you got it going on. Some of these girls out here, they better watch out because you got the whole package. So it was really great to hear that from someone that I look up to.
Nice. Yes. And obviously everybody, respects Jada, especially in the hip hop game. So that's dope.
A lot of people's top 5.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So your video, I seen that y'all was like on the plane and stuff. Can you tell me, Jet? I'm not sure which one it was, but where'd y'all shoot that at? Who is your team behind you that's helping? I know you mentioned Utility, but who else? Is there more people involved?
Yeah, so there was a lot that went into that. And because Utility Entertainment is a full entertainment company and has videographers, production team members, he works on the sets, the locations, and is often like the man behind the mission, with the creative vision and then also just the business aptitude to be able to pull it all together and get people where they need to be and make sure that everything's on point. So we used a couple locations to film the video, and it just came together, I'd say, better than I imagined it. Even the day that we filmed it, I was like, actually it was, maybe a couple days, right? But I knew that what we were gonna see was gonna be like just super hot because I was there and I, felt the energy and I had seen behind the scenes content. So there was a lot of really wonderful work that went into that video.
Nice. So the shooting of the video, was that your first shoot on that type of level? Or have you done other videos before?
So that is not the first music video that we filmed.
Okay.
And we've worked with our videographer for that movie before. Marco and his team are super talented. I have another video that's out on YouTube right now for Another Summer by Essie Wilson. And that is also shot by the same production team. And of course, again, produced by Utility Entertainment.
Nice. Okay. All right. So, I guess my next question to you is, as far as when it comes to the industry, how do you view it? Like, what are you looking to get out of what you're doing? Like your long-term goal in this?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I feel like I want to accomplish so many things. Where do I start? Being a female, very original artist, I know that people really respond to and recognize the originality of the music. I just can't wait to like get it all out there, like I feel like there's just such a little taste that people have been able to receive already. So I'm excited to release the continuation of our projects, get our songs out there, continue to film the videos, continue performing and start setting up some international tour work that we're working on now, and just be able to get the music continually in front of people, because the messaging behind it, the way this music makes you feel, the way that it sounds, the talents from the musicians, and when he's making the beats, and of course, obviously, I think the vocals are great. Being able to have that all come together, it's just like that's my main focus right now.
Okay.
And more so just because it's one step at a time. The next song we have coming out is December 16th. We're releasing Happy Never. That one has a video, but it's not out yet. It's coming.
Okay. All right. Okay.
On the up and coming, next on the list.
Right. So right now we focusing on this joint right here that you pushing, Do Me Right, which we're gonna play. We're gonna play towards the end of the interview. What I want to find out from you, right? What would you say separates you in this oversaturated industry? Right? This is an oversaturated industry. What separates you from all the other artists? What do you think is going to make you stand out from everybody else?
So, there's not just one thing that sets me apart. The music that we've created is so diverse, and I don't fit into one genre. So when you hear Essie music, it's been purposefully created to reach all different types of people all over the world. We've released a couple of songs that have more of like a pop feel. We've got some hip hop. Now you guys get to see some of the R&B stuff coming soon, like Have You Ever? That video is going to drop December 16th at 7 p.m. We're going to drop that video along with the track. So I love being a versatile artist. Good. I love the way that my voice can be recognized, whether it's pop, rock, hip hop, R&B. I have a very unique sound to my voice, and I don't see a lot of other artists really covering and touching so many genres. So much so that when we first started recording this music, and Aunt teases me about it now, but like I used to say, like, some of these songs sound funny. Like, this sounds weird. It sounds different. But that's because this style of music was brand new. Like, what we've created, nothing else sounds similar. So at first it was like foreign, whereas now it sounds like Essie music to me, because that's what it is.
I hear that. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. So again, for the ones I missed, I apologize. Soraya, Alexis, Tyrone, Karen Barton. Actually, she has a question for you.
Yep. Want me to read?
Yeah, you got it.
Karen asks, how do you manage your private life, family life with the business?
That's a really good question. And it's something that I am going to continue to always get better at doing, because, it is a lot. What things do you share? What things do you stay private? How do you let somebody get to know you without it crossing like that personal, that's not appropriate type line?
Right.
I always think the best of people, which sometimes gets me into trouble. And I'm a very honest and trusting person. So really kind of making sure that, especially in the music industry, I'm focused on myself and working alongside people that have my best interest in mind, making sure that Ant and Utility Entertainment is always at the forefront, kind of guiding me, or when I'm not sure on something, being able to come to them, for guidance or support or whatever it is. But it's something that it's a very like, it's such a sensitive topic because what do you choose to share? What do you keep private? What do people want to know? Everything, you know? So I'm sure that's something that's never going to go away.
Okay. All right, y'all. You heard it, Karen.
Now,
So,
okay, you want to?
yeah, I just wanted to know, who is Essie Wilson when she is not doing her music? When you are not doing none of that, what are you doing on your personal time?
Honestly, these past, I'd say 2 years, I've probably done more focus on like self-development than any other time period of my life. I feel like because of some of those things that I just shared, you know, the fact that I'm very trusting, that I think the best of people, I'm very hopeful, I'm outgoing, right? I'm not shy. I've really had to look at my life and look at the time and, you know, place that I spend and the energy that I spend on different things. And really just looking at like, is this adding value to my life? Am I doing this because it makes me happy? Am I doing this to please somebody else? Am I, you know, really present in what's going to be benefiting me? Am I overextending myself? So I make sure that between the time I spend in the studio and the time that I spend performing, to always make sure that I have time to prioritize my family, my faith, my artistic endeavors. Outside of recording and being in the studio and performing, I sing because I love to sing. So, you know, making sure that I get time for myself, whether it's writing. I love being out in nature. It doesn't matter the weather. I am an absolute, like, give me some fresh air type of person. So really just making sure that I have time management locked down, because, you know, to be able to do it all, there really has to be like a method to the madness. I'm a very structured person. I'm very disciplined. So that's been one of the ways for me that I've been able to, you know, put it all together, is just making time and space for things that I really love so that all of these things can be a priority in my life.
Nice. And I like that. And also being able, like you said, you got to set boundaries, especially in this industry. That's very, very important because people will try to take advantage of you. And especially when you are a female.
I was just about to ask that question. Because you're so nice and you're trusting, have you had that issue where guys come in and just want to take advantage of your time by making fake promises of in the music business?
I think anybody, unless they live under a rock, has probably had a couple of experiences that we wouldn't want to admit happened. You know, but for me, it's just focusing forward, you know, making sure that every experience that, you know, I go through, I take space to look back and, you know, have that time of self-reflection. You know, what can I do differently? What patterns can I avoid? You know, how do I make sure that the individuals that I care for, that I love for, that I give time and space to are really worthy of that time? You know, and are they showing me that type of respect in return? You know, how does this person make me feel? Not just like, how do I feel about them, but how are they making me feel? And really making sure that you put enough time into letting yourself feel your feelings and make sure that they're like good ones before you let it continue on and on.
Right. Yeah, I hear that. Definitely hear that 100%. So, this is the last question that we're going to get to the song. Well, okay. So mine's is, have you had any bad experiences or anything that you regret when it comes to the music?
I really don't believe in regrets as a person. Because, you know, butterfly effect, right? One thing that happens led you to the next step, led you to the next step, and then now we're here. I do absolutely enjoy taking time to examine my choices and really make sure that then what I'm doing moving forward, you know, serves its purpose appropriately. So regret, definitely not. But in an alternate universe, do I wish certain things are different? Every now and then. But what I do is I really take that energy and then I look at what I can control in my current situation. And if I'm not happy with something, then we change it. You know, it's like, well, you can't go back. So what are you doing now to make sure that that doesn't happen again, or you're not in the same position, or the next time you record, you get enough sleep the night before, or, you know, whatever, right? You know, like there's only certain things that you can control. So I really want to focus when I have those times of self-reflection rather than, you know, beating myself up about, well, why did I do this? Or I can't believe I did that. Or what if I would have done X, Y, Z? Which of those things can you apply to the future?
Got you. Okay. And you said
now, this is the final question. Does Essie Wilson have a special person in her life?
Why is that always the laugh?
I'm focused on myself right now. Absolutely. And outside of that, you know, my family is so unbelievably important to me. There's, you know, beside myself, there's nothing other than, you know, my family that really takes priority. So no.
All right. Okay. And guys, don't start hitting up her inbox either. Is there anything that we didn't ask you, especially pertaining to your career and your music, that you want people to know?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say, you know, one of the things that I really learned through working with Utility Entertainment and working with Ant is that, you know, we as individuals and we as artists, you know, and creators, like we have this opportunity to learn from the people around us, you know, and always make sure that as we are working together, we're always working to improve. So, you know, the challenges that we've overcome or the personality differences or, you know, whatever it is, knowing that the people that you keep close to you, if they have your best interest in mind, you know, as a creator, as an artist, welcome that input. You know, I'm a very opinionated individual. Since I was probably 2 or 3 years old, my parents knew that like I knew what I wanted and I was going to work to get my way. And being an artist, it's like, you know, you have this individual part of yourself, but you also want to be so aware and so welcoming of the artistic talent that goes into making a project, you know, whether it's the writer or, you know, the beats or, you know, the folks that work with me on my vocal coaching. Like I work with Joyce, who's absolutely been so supportive and amazing and inspiring. So, you know, never coming in, I would say like advice wise to somebody else, never come into a situation just because like, oh, you think you have a great voice or you think you're a great writer or oh, you make fire beats. Coming into it thinking that someone else's input might not then like strengthen your craft, you know, like really allowing them to give their input and not take it personally, but allow yourself to use that and really be able to grow. You're stronger together. This isn't like a one man, you know, do it all on your own type of thing. If you have people alongside you that are trusting you enough to give you critique and inspiration, take that. And that's something that I really learned to love and appreciate. Whereas at first, I really didn't know how to handle because I was always kind of like, nope, I'm right. This is what we're doing. You can't possibly have a better idea other than me. Like what I'm thinking is going to be the best way. So being able to do that, you know, and people who continue to join the team, you know, Ant's been here since day one. We work with Justice now, you know, just so many people that believe in me being myself, you know, and they'll pull me aside. You know, I remember when I met Jess at the Do Me Right video and he pulled me aside, you know, giving me like a little pep talk. Like none of those things are small things. These are individuals who've worked their whole life and career in this industry. I want to know what they have to say. I want to know the advice that they want to share. When Ant had an event and Redman was here last summer, I'm like, hey, any words of advice? You know, like you've heard some of my music, like any feedback? Like what can you tell me that's going to make me a better artist? So nice. So aware and perceptive has really allowed me to grow. Because I am a very like strong-willed individual. So I really enjoyed getting comfortable with welcoming that artistic input.
Nice. And you know what? I think that that's so important to be able to take the advice of other people. Some people don't like to be critiqued, and that really blocks them from growth. You know, it's not about taking it personal. It's really just about if somebody's giving you good advice that can help you, you know what I mean? You got to accept that and appreciate that. So that's good that you're able to do that and even ask for it. You know, if you're going to people who you, I would say respect in the industry, and you know you're able to ask them, so that's good. That's definitely good. Lot Picasso already beat us to the video, guys. Yes, the video is on YouTube, so no matter what, even with us playing it here, make sure y'all go over there and watch it as well. Okay, so we're gonna get into this joint. I would like you to introduce it.
Oh, absolutely. You guys are about to watch and hear Do Me Right by Essie Wilson featuring JadaKiss.
Oh, stop. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why every time he calls you, you go running right back to him.
Girl, I am not running. You already know how it is with us.
Was on deck for the long haul, yeah, and them long checks. Sometimes the right one turn into the wrong ex. From them loud outbursts and them long texts. Cold heart don't mix with the warm sex. For some reason, you ain't been wrong yet. Rock on your finger, VVS on your neck. That's why we still here, baby, we ain't gone yet.
We be chillin' like Eskimos, then we're just like rabbits. You be scrambling to find your closest. It's like nothing happened. Now I see it was that thing that blinded me. You put it down so good that it was bad for me. I need a man who makes my day and not just my night. For too long I let you do me wrong, 'cause you do me right. Hold up, wait a minute, we can finish, but I gotta say something to you. I'm the same old girl with a brand new bag and a new attitude. You be running around town with your little dog pound like you don't have a girl. But today you choose who you really wanna do. Is it me or the world? Oh, we be chillin' like Eskimos, then we're just like rabbits. You be scrambling to find your closest. It's like nothing happened. Now I see it was that thing that blinded me. You put it down so good that it was bad for me. I need a man who makes my day,
okay,
and not just my night.
No.
For too long I let you do me wrong, 'cause you do me right.
Did the wrong thing, now I'm trying to do the right thing. Trying to make this a life thing, not a night thing. Really level up, I'm talking husband and wife thing. Tired of the stress and tired of being trifling. Yes. Protect and provide, that's my duty, right? Cook a good meal, keep a cootie tight. Tossing and turn all through the night. You ain't gotta worry about it, I'ma do you right.
We be chillin' like Eskimos, then we're just like rabbits. You be scrambling to find your closest. It's like nothing happened. I finally got you figured out. You don't know what love is about. I got mad love for you, but here's the truth, I love myself more.
Dope. Loving it.
This thing is bugging now.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
All right. Technical difficulties over here. So, what? I know you said that you guys are working on some other stuff as well, but this is the main joint right now. Do Me Right that you pushing, and everybody can get it. It's on all major platforms. Tell people where they can get it.
Absolutely. And DJ Sus1 over at Power 1051 has been awesome. Angie Martinez, the team, like they've just been so supportive. Power 1051 and DJ Sus1 featured me on their new artist spotlight.
Nice.
That just aired. And not only are we working with Do Me Right, which I've heard now on several radio stations, DJ Anton Quaz playing it on WBLS. We've got DJ Walla. I don't even know where he was playing it. Shade 45, I think it was that I heard it. Sometimes my friends are calling me, girl, I just heard you on Shade 45. Oh my God, WBLS. And of course, Sus1's, throwing it down on 1051. So Do Me Right is on the radio streaming right now. And also Another Summer, which is one that's such a dope track and I really love. So we're having a lot of fun hearing both of those on the radio right now, which is so amazing. It's awesome enough to have one song playing on the radio, let alone to have two.
Right.
So super great right now. The Instagram account where you guys can follow me and hear about upcoming performances and different things is Essie Wilson Music. So that's my Instagram account. The two music videos that are out, Do Me Right and Another Summer, you can stream them on YouTube. And any of the music, the 3 singles that are out right now and the additional ones that are coming, you can search for Essie Wilson, whether it's Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, wherever your preferred music streaming platform is, it's Essie Wilson.
All right.
I'm going to spell it for them, for people who want to hear it on
the streaming sites.
It's Essie spelled ESSIE Wilson WILSON Music MUSIC. Wow, I'm stuttering.
Yes. So for those tuning in, make sure you check her out on all platforms. You can turn on the radio and hear her on there as well. And go to her. She has a website as well too. And you want to put that up there and tell.
Yep, EssieWilson.com. EssieWilson.com.
So y'all could check her out. Make sure y'all check her out. Follow, go and share that video. It's super dope, super fire. But not just that. Y'all see she got other joints on deck. So make sure y'all go check out all of her music. She is bringing a lot of great things to the industry. And we definitely love versatile artists who gives us a different sound. Because sometimes people sound the same all the time. Yeah. And we be like, damn, you know what I mean? So it's nice to hear, somebody like you that's bringing something different to the industry. And then is able to tap into different genres of music as well. I think that's very important. Any shout outs you want to give?
I honestly, so many of the team that I've worked with, I've kind of mentioned throughout this evening. I see some folks I recognize listening in. There are people that have always loved and supported me, like my mom, day one, can't go wrong there. My brothers that put up with me. And just so many of the people that are so important to me. Doug Oliver has been working with us recently and been going above and beyond to make sure that connections like this are possible.
Shout out to Doug. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I appreciate Ant, Just, Doug, everything that those guys do on the back end. My writer Hassan, he's absolutely amazing. He puts up with me in the studio. He's the mediator between Ant and I when we need it, when we're recording, so we can't do it without him. Joyce, who religiously offers her talents and her support. We have so many wonderful musicians that we work with. Don is a day one. There's just so many wonderful people that have made this project possible. And, just my friends who support me and, help me out with music videos or doing my hair or, listening to me while I'm, talking about life and all my problems, Lindsay and Nadia and Stephanie and just all the people that, every chance they get, they make sure that they are supporting me no matter what it is. Marco has been amazing. There are more people, like I can picture them all, but none of this would be what it is today without the collective efforts of all of the creators and artists on the back end, and then all of my family and friends that support me and continue just to, you know, let me know that they're in my corner. And I feel super blessed.
Nice. Yeah,
that's Ray having me on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on. Definitely. What advice before? Did you have something?
Yeah, I was just gonna tell her. You know, when you're doing your shout outs, you got to be careful now because later on you're gonna get that text. You left me out.
Right.
That always happens, right? What advice before you go? What advice would you give to other artists out there, or that young little girl who wants to be an artist, a singer, a rapper, or whatever? What would you say to them? What advice would you give them?
If you have an opportunity, if you have a chance, take it. Stay focused. Don't let outside influences deter you. Don't tell everybody everything, because then they're going to give you all their opinions, you know, and how they feel about this and how they feel about that. And just stay focused. If this is something that you love, put your heart into it. And I think for me, that's what has shown through the music more than anything, is the passion and love that I have for it.
Nice. Beautiful, beautiful advice. We want to thank you so much for coming on. Okay. We definitely will be supporting you and looking forward to the other stuff that you have coming out. And everybody, make sure you follow Essie Wilson. Essie Wilson. Why do I keep saying that? Make sure y'all follow Essie Wilson, please. On her go to her website. I was about to say YouTube. I think I need to go take a nap. I think I'm really tired. Go to her website, check her out, check all her music out, and make sure you continue to support her and look out for what she has coming up next. We're looking forward to it, and we thank you once again for coming on.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great night.
All right, take care. Yes, y'all. So don't forget to check her out and check out her music. I am not going to be on too long. I don't know why. I feel extremely tired. I don't know what's wrong with me today. But a few things that we want to chop it up with y'all about.
This is tea of the week, right?
The tea of the week, yes. Look, I just forgot about No, let me tell y'all something. Today is not a day for me, okay? I had a rough day. Let me just say that. I had a rough day, and I feel like I'm kind of all over the place. But we do got tea of the week, so we're going to get into that. I almost forgot what that was. Yeah. So let's get into tea of the week. Chop it up and tell y'all what's going on out there in this crazy world. From the Ground Up Productions presents Tea of the Week. All right, y'all already know what it is. This is that time where we kind of go over some of the things that's happening out there in the world, in the industry, and all of the above. Because I'm having like a crazy moment, you're going to have to take the lead on this one tonight because I'm all over the place. I'm tired. Who we talking about first?
First thing we're going to talk about is Grandmaster Jay.
Okay.
If people don't know who he is the leader of the Not Fucking Around Coalition. And that man got 7.5 years in jail for supposedly pointing a gun at the police department. If anybody remember, right, he started out with protesting the Breonna Taylor shooting, and he was very vocal about what was going on with the police department. He's in jail now doing 7 years, 2 months about, I believe.
Yeah, that's crazy. So that's a long sentence, I think. You know what I mean?
Very long.
Very long sentence for them saying that he pointed the gun at them when he didn't. I don't know. Seems y'all know how we feel. The system is lopsided. You know what I mean? But that's.
I'm not calling it what it is. That's another one of our leaders. They're moving out the way.
Right. He said, "Thank you, Karen. Just breathe." No, let me tell you. Today I was on my way to the freaking ER. Okay, he kept trying to tell me to go. I did not feel good. I felt dizzy and everything. So I probably will go tomorrow because I felt lightheaded. I don't know if I have an ear infection or what, but I felt or vertigo. Something is definitely wrong, but I'm holding strong right now.
She's going to the doctor tomorrow, y'all.
I'm definitely going. So y'all really got to excuse me tonight, but we're going to get through this. We're going to finish the tea of the week and we're going to be up out of here. I ain't talking about nothing tonight. What else we got going on?
Okay, we got this Saturday, Takeoff funeral. Rest in peace, Takeoff.
No, his funeral passed.
His funeral, yes. This Saturday. It was just this Saturday.
That past Saturday, right. So he was laid to rest. We want to send our prayers again to his family and his friends. You know, he was a talented artist. A lot of people did love him, and it's very unfortunate that you know, he lost his life to gun violence and stuff. So we definitely got to stop that and do better as a people, as a community, and just as individuals all across the board, humanity, period. It needs to stop. It was a senseless murder, and I believe that they got the person, but
do they?
I thought they did. I thought it was a young kid, but
that was a rumor.
Oh, it was a rumor. Okay, see, that's why you gotta be careful with the internet because you never know. You know what I mean? What we got next?
The next up here we have Young Miami, and she I guess now she broke up with Puffy because he dropped her allowance from $500,000 a month to $200,000.
Shoot! Oh my God! I wish I had an allowance like that.
Yeah.
$200,000 a month. She broke up with him because he dropped it down to that.
I guess guys now, you know, Puffy, you would think he's paying for it.
I don't know what's going on. What y'all think about that, y'all?
That's a lot of damn money for it.
It really is a lot. So I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. Whatever. But that's the tea, right? What else? What else we got?
In Dallas this weekend we had an airplane crash. This is
this one's sad.
Yeah, this is you know.
Oh shit! Oh my fucking God! Are you serious, bro? This shit really just happened, right?
You know, again, rest in peace to them. I believe that I heard on the news that 6 people died. And that was an air show in Dallas. And it's so sad because, you know what I mean? Like, I can't take looking at stuff like that. Like that type of stuff really bothers me. I can't even imagine being there and seeing something like that go down. I don't know if y'all seen that, but that's crazy. You know, you're there for an air show and entertainment, and now 6 people lives was taken. And obviously it was an accident, but it did happen. And again, we want to send our prayers out to the family of the people who was lost.
Yeah, that's sad.
Absolutely.
Next up, we're gonna talk about Erica Mena. That's how you pronounce her name, right?
Yeah, Erica Mena.
And her child support being $4,300 and some dollars a month.
Are you kidding me? Now all of this financial burden with my children is on me?
What?
This is not fair. Like, if he doesn't have to pay nothing of it? Nothing?
That's the that comes with being a woman that is so ride or die about love.
God, this is up.
I don't know what's worse. Her complaining about that money or Doug Oliver calling me Liz on a damn show. Like, what the hell going on? Doug, why you keep doing that? You mixing the L for the lady with the Miz, but it's okay. It's all right. I don't care you call me Liz. Oh, God. But what was I going to say? Oh, back to Erica. Erica, right? Here is the thing. I can't, for me, when I'm looking at that, I'm saying to myself, okay, she is complaining over that money, but I mean, it's based off of obviously
Yeah, yes.
Your income.
Yeah, she, in so many words, she basically put it out there like Safari ain't getting that bread.
But I mean, you're crying about it. But here's another thing. My thing is, it's also an eye opener to say, like, yo, don't think that every rapper has really got it like that, paid like that. You know what I mean? Because
and it's also the child support system is kind of changing. It's not as bad as it used to be. You know, some men are getting a fair shake.
Yes, absolutely. But my thing is this. I could do a lot with that. What she getting?
$4,300 a month.
$4,300. I mean, I don't know the situation. I understand that she got a house, I think, in Georgia. It's a beautiful home. She redid that home over so freaking nice. I'm telling you. And I know that they, here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna say. People, please understand something. When you are getting into the entertainment life, you have to remember that there's still bills that come in. That's never going to stop. People get high. I'm not saying that this is the case for them, so please don't misinterpret what I'm saying. But I'm just speaking in general. People will get a certain house or certain things, and they don't understand the responsibilities that come with it, right? So you can't say you want $1 million homes. How much is the taxes on that house? This bills that come with this. There's maintaining. This is why you got to understand not just about making money, but how to manage your finances. That's so important. It's not just about get the money, keep the money. How do you flip the money? How do you invest the money? How do you make the money make more money for you? Like all of these things. And this is why people have to teach financial literacy. Okay. It is so important. I feel like I got a little bit back talking, but I still feel tired. But you do have to teach these things so that you don't either don't put yourself in a situation so that you don't have to live up to a certain standard because everybody else is doing it, because it's hard. It's hard to maintain these things. And I'm not saying that's her situation. All I'm saying is for that type of money, I could still be living good. Okay. I'm just saying, and child support is what I'm saying. That's a check that comes in child support. Of course, you got to take care of your kids, but your kids don't have to wear all name brand stuff. You ain't got to be pushing like a Gucci stroller or whatever the case may be. You don't have to wear those red bottom. Like, it's certain things that you might have to sacrifice, but you can still be living it up and still be living a great life without letting those other things make you who you are. You understand? So that's all that I'm saying. It's okay, Doug. You call me Liz. You call me Liz all the time. I do not get mad. Look, I be messing up everybody's name all the time. So don't worry about me. Mess up my name, I don't care.
Let me respond a lot real quick.
Okay.
Your child support is to support the kid, but but they also, especially when you're famous, they have a standard that the kid has to live the same way in each home when you're famous. So that's why, how much money do these guys be paying out? A lot of money. That's why.
That's a whole fact. That is a whole fact. So at the end of the day, all I'm saying is, look, that's not a bad amount of money. Oh, sorry, my phone keep ringing. That's not a bad amount of money. It is not. Okay. You can definitely survive off of that, where now that could be paying for something and then you could be making money. You got to know how to flip it, how to do what you got to do. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We can go on.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
This one here, I'm going to tell y'all now, this audio is all over the place, but it's 21 Savage saying that Nas is irrelevant. I'm going to play this sound for y'all. Now I don't want to play.
What y'all saying relevant though? I don't feel like he's relevant. I just feel like he got
none of them are relevant.
Man, I don't feel like Nas is relevant.
Coogee Rap and Kane dropped the project and that shit was ass.
Hold on, who said none of them are relevant?
One mic,
No, he's not relevant. He just has a loyal ass fan base.
Thank you.
He just has a loyal fan base that and he still make good ass music. But
they don't have a core fan base.
What y'all saying relevant though? I don't feel like he's relevant. I just feel like he got
none of them are relevant.
Man,
I don't feel like Nas is relevant.
Coogee Rap and Kane dropped.
I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. So the first thing that I want to say is this. Number one, look, I'm on Clubhouse, guys. I go into Clubhouse. People think because somebody can't see you or you just talking and it's over. Nah, you got to understand something about Clubhouse. They got clips. People first and foremost could take the clips and put them out and save them. And you can't just be on there yapping. Now, I'm not saying that he said that to backtrack how he felt. I mean, that's his opinion. That's his opinion. But at the same time, like, yo, you know, people gonna come for you. You got to remember, Nas is somebody in this industry who he helped the foundation of shit too. You understand what I'm saying? He is a pioneer in hip hop. So to disrespect him and say what he said, I think is messed up. I think you're right. He do have loyal fans. And the difference is the loyal fans today, his loyal fans ain't never going nowhere because we don't have short attention spans. You understand? Your loyal fans, they ain't even going to remember you within months or a couple of years because that's the type of today generation that we live in. It's for the hot moment, you in and you out. Back then, and even now, because they still are relevant now to us, okay? But back then, what he say? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to talk and read the message. What?
Keep on talking.
Yo, I get so distracted. No, I'm going to sleep.
Let me say why she distracted.
I'm sorry.
What is relevant according to him? Because he said he still got loyal fans, so that would make him relevant. I mean, I'm gonna agree with Grand Body P. We got to get rid of 21 Savage. Completely revoke whatever rappers he's done because. And you're basically saying he has loyal fans and he puts out dope music. So if he's putting out dope music and he got loyal fans, he's relevant. It's stupid. You know, some people don't like Brett Body P said, not everyone is entitled to their opinion.
That's right.
He need to be quiet.
That's a whole fact. So what you read his comment?
Grandbody P?
Yeah. I'm going to sleep. Okay.
That's what I was just saying. I didn't read it in verbatim, but
right. No, we 100% agree, and we are those loyal fans. You know, like, listen, I don't know. It's so different now when it comes to today's time and today's music. You know what I mean? It's so freaking different. I'm not really understanding this shit. What would you have?
I'm feeling you, Grand Body P. 21 Savage won't be remembered 5 years from now. He called him 21 Sewage.
Oh shit! I can't take it. Yo,
I feel you, yo.
I'm not even going shit on him like that. But you know, I know who he is. And this is the problem. Let me tell you, because I always get serious, right? I'm tired anyway, so y'all gonna have to bear with me tonight. But let me say this. This is the issue with the generation that comes after the ones who laid the foundation. You standing on the backs of these other rappers. You want to rap because of them, whether you like it or not. They are the influences of hip hop. And I'm talking about the boom bap era. Okay. You come in the industry later on and you don't even respect those who paved the way for you. That says a lot about you as an individual and as a person. Now, I don't have no problem. I think 21 Savage is dope too. I have no issue with him, but what I'm saying is what he said and what he did is like, it says a lot about the industry and how we are always so quick, especially our people, to try to like shit on the ones that paved the way before or forget about them. They ain't nothing. They ain't this. They not relevant. They not relevant to who? You understand? Because he's still going, if he got loyal fans, he's going to always be relevant. So I don't understand. That shit don't add up to me.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what it is. This is what it is. I'm going to tell you the biggest issue with these young kids. They don't do history. Right. There's no history. They just come right in and say, fuck it. They're going to say whatever they want. And they feel because they who they are, they could say whatever they want and they're going to get a reaction. This was about getting a reaction. Unfortunately for him, it's a negative one. It's stupid. I mean, like I said, you can't tell somebody they got loyal fans and they put out dope music and go they're irrelevant. You sound dumb. I'm going to call it what it is. That sounds stupid. Did he really think about it when he said it or he was just talking?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Speaking of that, since we doing it, big shout out to Nas. Will always be one of my favorite rappers, and I'm gonna always be a forever fan. He's always been dope. He inspired me as well. And I just, you know, I'm gonna always rock with my boy. You know what I mean? And he got an album out right now. You know, you got the picture for that? You got the thing for? Oh, okay. So hold on. Let me see if I got. I thought you had it.
Yeah, you know, I forgot to send it. I forgot to
put it in.
Yeah.
So we can't put the picture up. We forgot it. But go check out Nas. He definitely got a joint out.
Let me tell y'all the name of it real quick because I was listening to it.
Oh, excuse me. It's not King's Disease.
King's Disease 3.
King's Disease 3, yes.
Yep.
King's Disease 3. We don't have the photo to put up there, but make sure y'all go check that out for the loyal fans and the ones who do respect those who paid the way. All day, every day. Big shout out to Nas. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Nas. What time is it? Listen, yeah. Big shout out to y'all for pulling up.
Yep.
You know, definitely appreciate y'all again. Big shout out to Demo Wet on the check-in. I do not know if I missed anybody else. If I did, I apologize. Today is just a really difficult day for me. I'm just trying to push through. But definitely always appreciate y'all coming through and pulling up. Y'all know I didn't want to go long today because I did have a topic to talk about. But I didn't want to go too long because y'all know we had a guest on the show today. And we want to make sure y'all follow her.
Essie Wilson.
Essie Wilson, yes. So make sure y'all follow Essie Wilson on all of her platforms, mainly her Instagram and also her website. And check out her video is on YouTube right now. Her music is playing all on the FM stations. So she's out there, she's grinding, she's doing big things, and she got a great team behind her. Big shout out to Doug Oliver, Utility Entertainment, and all of them that's standing behind her doing her thing. Y'all know how we do. We always love to support the up-and-coming artists. And I had something else to say. I think I forgot because I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm just tired. So anyway, guys, I'll tell y'all what our next show is going to be about. So get ready for this because y'all know how we do. The destruction of the heterosexual black man. Pull up. It's going to get deep. Y'all know how we do. The destruction. I'm gonna say it again, like Umar Johnson. Yeah. He say shit 3 times. I be like, why he say it 3 times? The destruction of the heterosexual black man. We gonna talk about that next week, or I don't know. Actually, we can't talk about it next week because we have a guest.
Yeah, Rampage.
We have Rampage. So we might. Who knows? You know what I mean? He might want to chime in. I don't know, but I don't want to take away from speaking on him and his art and everything like that. So next week we got Rampage from Flip Mode Squad. So make sure y'all tune in and check us out then. And hopefully I'm feeling better. Yeah. So I think that's it. That's it. So y'all listen. I just told y'all what y'all can look forward to coming up as far as the topics and the Yeah.
Good news.
Yes, wait. And also anybody that's out there, because y'all know we have a lot of things planned. And we love to also bring people on the show that's going to educate you. We are bringing Don from the pill method on the show. And no, I ain't talking about Plan B pills. Okay, so stop playing. But no, all jokes aside, Don from the pill method, if you don't know, look him up. He teaches people how to pay off their mortgage. Like if y'all know, I think it's Eric Thomas, and I hope I ain't mess his name up. I really do tonight. I'm not doing good. If y'all know people like that, they all used his method as far as how to pay off your mortgage. We're going to get into finances. This guy breaks it down. He teaches you everything you need to know. He offers different things. So y'all don't want to miss this, especially if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to get a mortgage, or if you're trying to learn not just about a mortgage, but he's going to teach you how to pay off your stuff within 7 to 9 years and save money on all the interest that the bank be charging you. If you got a car loan and stuff like that, and you need to get pay that off, even the method that I thought was one of the best methods that worked, I realized that he had a better method. And I said, oh my goodness. So y'all know what that means. These mortgages is about to be bye-bye. Yeah. Okay, we about to get rid of them. But absolutely, this is all the stuff that we have coming up. So we got Rampage. We got Don from the pill method. And then we have our title, our topic, destruction of the heterosexual black man. So these are the things that we're going to be discussing and coming up on our next shows. Big shout out to everybody. I think I'm done.
Yep. I got one more thing to say.
Oh, yeah.
Our podcast has been downloaded 1,000 times on Podbean and all the other streaming websites.
Yeah. So big shout out. Hey.
crazy.
Yeah.
We only put it there, and I don't even monitor it sometimes.
Listen, so again, y'all know we on Facebook, y'all know we on YouTube, and we are also on Twitch. But we also upload our shows to all the streaming sites, such as Pandora, Spotify, iHeart, and all of that. So people do listen. So people, they're downloading and they're listening, and it's doing, pretty well. Again, y'all
it's
know
over 1,000 now.
It's from the ground up. Yep. So y'all know what it is. We always grinding and going to that next level. And that's it. Grateful for everything and all the supporters. That's so important. Yeah. So listen, what's up, Ronald Martin? And you know what? Why do I feel like I know who that person is and that's not your real name? I'm so sorry. But
time to go.
I gotta go, y'all. I'm so sorry. I don't feel good today. But love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is From the Ground Up Productions, where creators meet. We will see y'all next week. Peace.
We hope you enjoyed your time with From the Ground Up Productions. We'll see you next time. Be sure to add our channel to your Roku list and listen to us on all streaming platforms.
From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.